Oh, hey. Sorry, didn't see you there. Was busy with my scriptures. The sky has no dawn. The stars shine with pain, and the eternal night demands sleep where sleep is not allowed. Welcome to the Wakelands, the frayed outer edges of reality, and all that's left after the world experienced a sudden, cataclysmic event known as the advent of the Murkdomes. Reality-warping spheres of abyssal black began to form across the continent, gigantic spherical monoliths whose arrival twisted everything in their vicinity, things becoming corrupted and misshapen. But worst of all was the breaking of the barrier between waking and sleeping. You see, the domes weren't man-made constructs or individual entities. They were gateways. Gateways into the nightmare lands, a realm of nigh unimaginable torment, fear and suffering where everything dark and putrid within us manifests under the banner of one of the 6 primal fears. Defeat, darkness, pain, truth, and solitude. Aspects of these fears embody different regions within the Nightmare Lands, and each dome grants access to a specific region, whether the crumbling ash-laden landscape of the Forsaken Plain, the Broken Sea, or the Garden of Thorns. Any who enter and survive the process will find nothing but monstrosities, chaos, and corruption. Though this is not entirely true. The faintest silver lining left for humanity was the new resources the Nightmare Lands had brought with them. Umbranium and amygdalia. These 2 rare elements, one an ore with limitless potential and the other a hybrid vegetable with extreme medicinal properties, granted a faint hope at surviving the horrors ahead. The core of this hope, however, relies on 2 factors. Though the dark walkers of Tormagast would tell you otherwise. 1. The defeat of the 12 core oniric dream material beings. And 2. The nightmare blood pilgrims. For at the center of each dome lies the Lords of Fear, each an avatar of their primal fear. That or one of the 6 lesser rulers, castigations, which is Latin for infliction of severe punishments. These lords exist as manifested embodiments of their fear, and each wields power unlike anything the continent has known. None have defeated them in the years since the dome's arrival, and if any could, it would only be the most foolhardy and stalwart pilgrim. A Nightblood. 1 in 300 people possess the blood, and with it its dark inheritance, to be a Nightblood. This Nightblood comes with a natural resistance to the Nightmare's influence. Nightbloods are thus the most prized members of society within the Wakelands, both revered and feared, and they are thrust by duty or demand into becoming pilgrims, as they are the only ones who can penetrate the domes and return. The rest of the Wakelands are made up of others touched by the dome's nightmare, with less potent resistance to the corruption, but gifted nonetheless. The Dirtbloods, men and women given enviable qualities, just beneath that of the Nightbloods, but by some margin. Most Dirtbloods serves as escorts for the pilgrims, most often under the banner of the Red Choir, military monks trained from birth with branded tongues so they never speak of the nightmare, who serve the Holy Order of the Vesper. They are the faithful to the deepest one, humanity's last hope against the night blight domes, and Kale's Rubust's finest. The Circadians also possess the Dirtblood, but serve a more humbling yet vital purpose. They are the city militia of most of the regions. They enforce and ensure the delicate balance between wake and sleep is maintained. Armed with special-made bells and long snaggled beak helms, they patrol the streets and make sure proper hours of rest and wake are maintained. Sleep too much and you risk the nightmare feeding. But not sleeping at all is insubordination and will be dealt with. Next, there are the Dormants. The Dormants possess no special qualities. Common folk, like you or I. through and through. They serve the cities and others with tasks, farming, simple work in exchange for life and sleep. They are also the most easy to be corrupted. And with their corruption comes the Sleepwalkers. A corrupted dormant, most often the result of direct contact with oniric materials. The changes occur in the deep sleep phase of rest, hence the circadian's role. But if it's missed, this one normal person becomes an unsettling husk, whom acts as if in a dreamlike state. Random prophetic ramblings with obsessive, repeating actions and behaviors. The Sleepwalkers are scattered across the Wakelands like fleas, and due to their minds being caught between worlds, they are often used in rituals by Dark Walkers to reach the Murkdome's darkest depths. A Dark Walker is the pilgrim that chose another path, that of Dim Synod, the antithesis to all things holy. But you are a Nightblood, and with your brotherhood you will pass the maw of the domes, journey into the heart of them, and free the blighted world of their foul influence. So, yeah. So I'm going to be covering Murkdome. I'm going to be going a bit more deeper into the lore. I just wanted to do this sort of setup vid to let you guys know. I'm going to be going through each of the character classes. There's 6 for each primal fear. I just ran a game last night with 2 of my mates, which was really fun. Pretty hectic. It's a very different system, which I think is really cool. There's a lot there, and also some of the funnest character creation I've done in a really long time, which was awesome. Not since Cyberpunk, but really cool stuff. Anyway, that is to say, Murkdome is on the cards, and I'm gonna be covering it for a bit. So yeah, let me know what you guys would like me to cover specifically. I'll probably be getting into the rules later. I'd just like to cover some of the lore right now because it's pretty cool. This is more of a setup of, I suppose, the setting, but I'll be getting into more of the nitty-gritty as things go on. And excited to look into some of the characters and maybe even make a character with you guys live or something. I think that'd be really cool. So yeah, if you have any suggestions, and get ready for a nightmare. Anyway, I've been Haunted Picnic, and I'll see you all next time.